We moved to Florida. The title is correct. Not holding anything back. We moved. We left our property in Michigan, loaded up our bus, and moved to Florida. So we're here now. We're on our new property. And wow, I know this is like a huge shock to many of you. It's going to be big news. Let us explain a little bit of the story. I would say over the last 2 years, we've been keeping a bit of a secret that we really didn't like living in Michigan.
Yeah.
We didn't want to talk about it on our channel because we just wanted privacy and didn't want to hear the doubters and the complainers. But we really didn't enjoy it. I mean, really, as soon as we moved into our property, we knew we made a mistake. And I don't want to dwell on the past, but we just have to go through this quick, so bear with me. We basically said, this is not the place for us. We treated it as our home even though, and we worked so hard to renovate that house and push through, doing things our way, the way we would want them done. We didn't look at it as a flip. We really went all out, all in, and made the house beautiful. We made the property beautiful. Not just beautiful, but like really just for our needs.
Yeah. We totally revamped the whole thing. The land, the barn, the house. We made it really cool.
But all the while, we were kind of in the back of our head saying, we need a way out. And we decided to work toward that. And that's really been our motivation and goal for like the last 2 years. It's just getting on track and finding what we really want, because we knew that wasn't it. One of the things that led us to Michigan was just the lack of houses where we were at. We couldn't find anything in our budget.
We had wanted to move to like southern Indiana, but we weren't finding anything.
We definitely wanted to move further south than we were.
Yeah.
And instead we moved north out of desperation and a bad decision. That's all it was. Now, I know a lot of good came out of that bad decision. We learned so much, we gained so much, we gained so many subscribers, but also just personally, we grew a lot and learned a lot and did a lot. So it wasn't all bad, but that was our goal living there, was just how do we get out of here? And we knew where we wanted to go.
Yeah.
We said, let's go and do what we dreamed of for so long.
We've been wanting to move to Florida for probably almost 2 decades now.
Yeah. Before we ever moved from our original homes back in upstate New York, we were talking about Florida. We had taken a trip there as a family. We really enjoyed it. And it just felt different and it felt cool. And we said that would be fun to move to Florida someday, to get out of that north. We always lived in the north.
Yeah.
But it always seemed like this goal that we couldn't reach because it was too expensive to live down south. We've always been kind of poor. Too expensive or too foreign or too crazy.
Difficult to accomplish. Like, how do you do that? It just seems so crazy.
So we've kind of just stayed in the north, living in Indiana and then Michigan. But living in Michigan really opened our eyes to so many things. To not only what we could accomplish when we put our minds to it, but also to what we wanted in our life and what we were missing in our life. And we wanted a longer warm season so we could live instead of sitting in front of a computer waiting for weather to get nice.
Yeah.
And we wanted to get into a better area where we could have where we could agree. How do you say this? We didn't feel like we belonged where we lived. I think just the climate of the area didn't fit us. We couldn't find the things to do that we wanted to do. We didn't fit in with the people, the politics, the mindset. It just wasn't for us.
The activities.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of boaters and stuff and hunting in Michigan, and it's just not stuff we're really into.
Hunting, bars,
boating,
boats. That's it.
Camping.
Yeah.
And plus, the long winter. I know winter's not 8 months long, but when you live in the north, it feels like 8 months, because it's just, the cold lingers forever.
I would say a good 7 months, and I know people argue with this, but 7 months are cold for us. And we have our heat on. We had our heat on until June, still running our heat.
Yeah.
I mean, we wear a coat all year. We're wearing jackets in August. So, I mean, what do you...
Yeah. Then when you feel like it's finally warming up, then it starts getting cold again.
So, I mean, that's the backstory. We didn't like Michigan. It didn't fit us. We couldn't do what we wanted. I couldn't even grow a garden with a 100-day growing season, cold nights in the 40s. It just wasn't happening. We said, we got to get down south where we can live and do things that we love to do. Work outside, build things, grow things, make things. Just try it. And if we don't like it, we're not stuck. But if we don't go here, we're always going to say, we wish we did it. So the unobtainable goal became obtainable. We started saving money, working hard, focusing on our goals, and just eyes on the prize kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then an opportunity came up. An opportunity to buy a home in Florida in a good area with a little bit of land. Not a lot, but it has a good sized lot.
Yep.
And it would get us down here. And we said, let's do it. We got it. And while we were doing that, while we were working toward this goal, we were continuing to just keep busy and keep our minds mentally sound up in the north, working on our home, working on our getaway room, and working on our getaway bus. And I think that some of you guys now are going to start seeing the clues we were throwing out at you guys. Because we did hint at it, but we couldn't tell you. We didn't want to give away before it happened.
We wanted this to be like a complete surprise.
So in reality, the getaway bus, it was our getaway bus. And we were trying to get away from Michigan.
Get away from the north.
And we built that to fit our needs to travel and to make our trip easier, but not only that, but more to come when we show you the future videos. Just we wanted a place to settle in while we got settled in. So that our buses are kind of home base, I guess.
And we do still plan on using it to like go to cool places and things.
We definitely want to take trips now that we're someplace that actually has stuff to see.
Yeah.
So we bought a house. We worked toward the goals. Like I said, we threw out hints. Even in our getaway room, can I tell them what the 612 was for?
Yeah.
Remember in our getaway room in the shed, which we had a lot of fun making, we put a 612 above the door. That was the house number, 612.
And some of you were like guessing, is that your birthday? What is that number?
You were getting the 612 right, but what does it stand for?
So the 612 is basically 6 is the
letter F.
Yeah.
So if you count A, B, C, D, E, F, that's 6.
Yep.
And 12 would be
L.
FL. So that was our kind of hint that nobody guessed. I was surprised. Nobody guessed it. And like we said, the getaway bus, the getaway room, the tropical feel of the bus.
Yep.
I don't know. We tried.
And
we were just having fun with it. But it wasn't meant to be, we're not trying to deceive anybody. It's not a secret like that. We just really wanted privacy for our own protection, peace of mind. And we just needed to do this privately.
So that way when we were selling, we weren't like having people from our channel touring the property or
harassing us. We actually have some pretty strong haters of our channel, and they harass us and bully us and threaten us. And
you just don't know who's out there watching.
So it's easier to go through like a home sale process privately.
Yeah.
Now we did sell our home, just to make that clear. We sold our home in Michigan, and it's done. Done deal. Yeah. So that's the story in a nutshell. We're going to share some clips of our trip down, but we're not going to do those long driving clips that aren't fun to watch.
Yeah, it's just quick little clips we took.
Basically, trying to pass through each state, we tried grabbing the state sign, because that's always fun to see. Welcome to Indiana.
Yeah.
Welcome to Tennessee. Welcome, whatever. Kentucky. We don't want to skip them. You'll feel bad.
Oh, yeah.
We jumped over.
So we left our property in Michigan to Indiana.
Indiana! Indiana!
We saw the Welcome to Indiana sign That was cool. I was looking forward to seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
And that was actually our first time leaving Michigan since we moved to Michigan. So that was cool.
Yeah.
And we drove south toward Kentucky. We saw the sign. And then we kept going. Then we entered into Tennessee. And the whole trip down is like raining. Like every stop is like rain, rain, rain.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the next morning, we drove into Georgia. And then drove into Florida.
So we should also mention that the bus did great. I mean, more or less, we had a few little problems, but we'll get into that later if we feel like talking about it. But basically, it was a good trip down.
Yeah.
I mean, the bus ran well. It stayed dry. The ventilation worked good to keep the air flowing. It was warm on some nights. It would be nice to have something to cool the bus down.
We didn't have a fan, which we should have had.
So little improvements, but the water worked great. The toilet worked awesome. There was literally no smell. I know a lot of people worried about that. No smell.
No smell.
And
it was pretty cool.
It was nice to use. Actually, I'm getting attached to it now. So the beds were fine. Everything was good.
Yeah.
I'm not used to the beds, so, maybe my back hurts a little. But that's how I am when I'm...
When you're getting used to a new bed,
yeah.
There's like an adjustment period.
But the bus was awesome, so that's a good thing.
I'm so glad we had fixed that water pump before we left.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would have been a disaster.
Yeah, we didn't break down. That's good.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to do this video so that you guys could at least know where we are, what's going on, what we're up to. We know there's going to be a ton of questions and a lot of shock, and there'll probably be people who are mad at us, and there'll be people who are overjoyed for us, and everything in between. And we totally understand. Try to be patient. We're going to try to answer your questions and make sense of it as we go on. But I think right now, at this time, we're just going to ask for a short break, so don't worry about us. We're going to take a small break. I don't know how long, but basically, we're overwhelmed. We just got here, and we have so much going on. We're trying to get settled into a new home, and honestly, we bit off more than we expected with this. We'll show you that soon. We're going to keep everything raw. We're not going to hide anything. It's just a lot. It's a lot to take in, a lot to deal with. So we're going to take a little while to just get settled in, get ready, get back in the flow of life. So I think that's it. I mean, we just have to get settled in, and we'll be back with all kinds of
We'll show the property. Cool stuff. That'll be next, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll do a tour, and we got a lot of work to do. So I'm sure we're going to be working hard to make this nice again. So thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by, checking in, and seeing how we're doing. We really appreciate you guys being here, and we'll be back soon. So thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.
Bye.